Hello everyone, Dark Visions is back, so we're going to be taking a first look through what's open so far. So the first area is magic, water, or light damage. We're going to be going with a light damage team. We're going to be using the same team for both fights. So we have Mastermind Zahn. He's going to steal buffs and pass them around. He is set to be our full evade provoker. 100% draw attacks, 100% evasion. Gave him some lightning and dark resist. AI Katie, she's our cover tank, she's a chainer, she can scan. If we don't have to scan, she'll break. So she has some lightning and dark resist. She is also full evade. Terra, base form, the only thing that really matters is the Brumal Cores. Shift form is focused on her LB. And she does have her own card. So we have 220 Esper, 300 Evo, 230 LB damage. Summer Foca and Citra, base form we don't really care about. Shift form is Spirit and Killers. And we give him Phasey's card. So we got 250 Demon Killer. Aerith, base form don't care about. Shift form is Magic and Killers. Gave her Ibarra's card. So she has 300% Demon. And Roy, we're going to be stealing his Killer buff. So gave him the Brumal Cores and just Magic and some Killers himself. So he's got 150 Demon. Alright, let's take a look at this first fight. Alright, so we do have to scan it, which means we're probably not going to have breaks, because I don't want to mess up chaining. Alright, so I got a system update. See, we're doing magic damage, so we're going to go with a physical cover. And we're going to scan it, because that's part of the reason of our first look, is to add everything to the book. Okay, so shift them. We want to unlock multicast. We want to reduce light. And I doubt it charms, but I mean, why not, right? Alright, so Familiar, Ward, and I guess we'll Protection to use up the rest of that cast. Terra, we're going to shift and get her set up. So Release Fire, Transburst, I guess Magitech. And Roy, we're just going to do his killer so we can steal that. Let that cast and everything settle. Alright, so Critical Mirror, Killer buff from Roy, Critical Mirror. Although I think Aerith did magic too, but that's fine. We'll steal the 300 from Terra and project that to everybody. Alright, so we're going to SR chain. That's going to be Azan and Katie. Terra is going to limit. Chaos Wave awakened. So 3 Surf and then a big wave. Aerith is just going to do all the same. All Ray of Judgment. And we're going to use Roy as a finisher too, because he's here, he might as well add damage. Alright, so we're going to start the finishers and then start the chainers, and hopefully we get the 100 chain. That's a lot of damage. I'm pretty sure we capped that out. Alright, Area 1, Fight 1. Perfect. It's nice. We don't have to go back. We even got the scan in. Okay, so Area 1, Fight 2, same exact team, we're pretty much going to do the same thing. Okay. So, we know the deal. Question. We don't have to scan it, which means I can break this one. So, system update. Again, going with physical cover, but this time we are going to get some 70% breaks in there. Alright, so unlock multicast, reduce lightning, and again, we'll try to charm it just because I see no reason not to. Have to use up the triple cast anyway. Alright, so familiar, ward, and just plain as protection to waste that 3rd cast. Shift Terra, let's get her limit ready. So release fire, transperse, and barrier to waste the 3rd. And Roy, going to get a demon killer ready. And Zahn is going to steal it all. So critical mirror on Roy for the demon killer, critical mirror on Terra for the magic. And project that around. Alright, pretty much the same thing. SR chaining with Zahn and Katie. Terra is going to limit. Three on Surf and finish with a big wave. And 4 Ray of Judgments, and we'll use Roy for some damage too. Alright, again, hitting finishers, then chainers. Alright, perfect score. So Area 1, Fights 1 and 2, completely perfect. We don't have to even go back. Area 2 is Physical, Ice or Earth. We're going to be going with the Earth-based team. So the team we have set up for this one. Zahn is here as our provoker and buff stealer. So still full draw attacks, full evasion. And this time we have fire and wind resist. AI Katie, fire and wind resist, still full evasion. Just easier to keep her that way. Dark Knight Luna, so base form doesn't matter, we're just going to steal his aquatic killer buff. Shift form, he's going to act as a finisher for us. So we got attack and some killers. And gave him the Demon Tower card. So we have 150 and aquatic killer. Lauren, base form is our breaker, gear itself doesn't really matter. And then shift form, we're going to use her as a chainer. So we got some attack and killers. And she has the Mad Dash card just for some extra attack. So we have 100 aquatic killer for her. Adele, base form doesn't really matter. We're going to use her for our Earth Imbue. And she's also going to top off Tifa's Limit Burst and give us 300% attack buff. So shift form is what we're going to use to chain. So attacking killers. And she has her own card. So she has 175 on aquatic killer. Tifa, base form, doesn't really matter. We do have Call of the Wild, but using Adele, we can fill her limit completely without that. Shift form, she's focused on LB damage. And she has the Keyblade Graveyard card. So we have 300 aquatic and 300 LB damage. Alright, so let's take our first look at these fights. Alright, we don't have to scan. So let's see, Lunith, I think the only thing I want to do is get his killer buff. Yeah, so we'll do Rebirth, and that just kind of unlocks his killers. Let's see, Adele. See, that's just Stone Killer, right? Yeah. Don't need that for this. So this here just adds Alright, so we don't have the Imperil in her base form. That's fine. So I want to Blade of Devotion. And do I just want to hit the brake? And then we'll just waste that last one. Alright, Tifa, shift, and I think the only thing we're doing is her Magnus. Yeah, because we got 85 break, we don't need the 80 defense break there. We're not adding water. So yeah, Tifa's just going to do Magnus. Add Earth, boost Earth damage. Finish Tifa's limit. And I guess we'll just use that so we're not doing any more damage. So Katie, we're going to be using Magic Cover this time. So we're still going to system update. Magic Cover. We have breaks. Yeah, I'll scan it anyway. So really, Zon only needs to steal the killer buff. So that's critical on Lunith, and pass that around to everybody. Alright, so Lauren shifts. And we're going to SR chain with her. So triple twin blade. Adele is going to shift for damage. Now we're going to use smashing first and then do a double rapid. Just going to continue SR chaining for Zon and Katie. Lunith, we're going to shift. And then we're just going to use his Magnus. And Tifa is going to limit burst. And we're going to hope that we don't break up chains. We broke up chains. So I just have to fix my tapping so chains don't break. So perfect outside of the chain. That can definitely reach 100 chain if we don't break the chain. So just need to pull that off without using macros. Alright, Area 2, Fight 2. Pretty much the same thing, so we're just going to jump in. Alright, don't have to scan it, so... Alright, so Lauren... We're going to Devotion, Shield Crusher, and hit that. So she should be the only thing hitting this turn. Tifa, Shift, and Magnus for the LB damage. Lunith, we're just going to cast his killer buff, Dark Rebirth. Adele in base form. So add Earth to everybody. And Magnus to fill Tifa's limit. As well as 300% attack buff everybody. And just waste the last cast without doing damage. AI Katie, we're going to magic cover again. So system update, magic cover. And waste. We'll scan it. I have Lauren the break, so we don't need 70% breaks. And Zon, we just need to steal the killer buff, so critical mirror on Lunith. Pass that around to everybody. Alright, so Lauren, shift. Triple twin blade. Adele, we're going to shift. Alright, so reduce Earth and then rapid. Tifa is going to limit burst. Lunith is going to shift, and we're going to have him just do his Magnus as a finisher. Katie and Zon are going to SR chain. Alright, so we're going to try not to break the chain. Still broke the chain. So we might just change the front two to bolting. Make it easier to chain that then. Yeah, perfect outside of the chain. Chain's fairly easy to fix. Alright, so we're back to Area 2 to perfect score. We're just recording the boss. It's exactly the same fight for both. And pretty much we're just doing the change mentioned before, where the front two are going to bolting while the back two SR chain. So let's jump in and see if we can perfect score. Alright, turn 1. Lauren, triple cast. We're doing Blade of Devotion, Shield Crusher, and then we're wasting the last cast on anything that does not do damage. Madame Adele, triple cast. So, Earth Enhancer, add Earth to everybody, boost Earth damage. Madame's Encouragement on Tifa, and just Ruin Explorer so she does not do damage. Tifa, we're going to shift, and she's just going to awaken Fighting Spirit. Lunith, only thing we're going to cast is Dark Rebirth for the killer. AI Katie, we're going to double cast, so System Update and then Magic Cover. Zahn, double cast, Critical Mirror on Lunith, and then just Project Mirror. Alright, Lauren is shifting. She's going to triple Twin Blade Dance. Adele, shift. And we're going to Smashing for the Earth and Peril, and then double Rapid. Zahn, we're going to triple cast, and we're going with Bolting Strike. AI Katie, triple cast, and she is going to bolting as well. Lunith, we shift, and we're just going to use his Dark Blade Magnus. Tifa is going to Limit Burst, and we're just going to hope we don't break the chain. Alright, there's our perfect. There we go, perfect score. We did the exact same thing on the first fight, so there's no point in showing that twice. But areas 1 and 2 are now perfect. So we're good, pretty much all set till they unlock the next set of areas. So we'll end the video there, and hope everybody enjoyed.